and not technically first time. I kind of developed the method as well, just by myself in the past. But what what I've been doing is kind of watching some YouTube videos on this method. I didn't even know there was a name for it. I've been playing since FIFA 2012. I just haven't watched any videos, so I've been developed everything myself. Anyways, I just bought Mesut Ozil and sold him back for some coin. Now, the first thing I want to say is why my old method was buying or informed players that have the proper position. Like the Bundesliga is the position I got, and striker and good pace and solid dribble. So what I did is I invested in that, and then I would get coins because of the increase of their value. And so that's kind of how I've been doing. So my transfer profit this week is like 83K. Not honestly not that good compared to what I know my potential is now that I know how to do this. So this is my first time sniping, and my suggestion is, so the market's going to be changing every single time, and the videos I've been watching, I haven't been able to do that because they've been doing Son for, it's 25K, but that's October 2nd. Then it's 2 months ago. Today is I think November 13th or something, or that's a month ago. So the thing is, the price changes drastically every single day. Not for every single player, but for it changes every single day. Like Sanchez was selling for 10K, he's selling for under 1 now. So these overpriced players or overpowered players that are really cheap are getting cheaper and cheaper. Or the more expensive ones are getting cheaper and cheaper. Even Mesut Ozil, probably 50 to 100K when we came out. He's now at like 35. And so what you want to do is first grab your calculator, and then what you want to do is, or actually not first, that's the second thing you do. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and do your buy now to, I try to keep it, or actually not in your buy, you don't even want to do that one, you want to do the min. Okay, put the min up to about 13K, because you're not going to get a good profit unless you do that. I mean, you probably want to do even more than 13K, but this is just for starters, and I have 44K in my bank right now, and so that's just something. My other thing is I wanted to sell my I've got these guys here, and I've got this Salah, and I got him for 221, so I'm going to sell on him. I love playing with him, so I'm going to keep him, but I would have about 300K in my profit coins, but I don't. So what I want to do is I just want to start. I'm gonna raise that up to 18, so I can try to do 2 players here. So what we want to do is kind of flip through here. So you see Felipe Luis, he's probably fine. We can probably get him for under that. So let's kind of bump it up. So 15.5. Oh yeah, sorry. So you want to look him up. Felipe, let's see here. Felipe. No. Who is? Where is he? Might be under Louise. Am I spelling it wrong? I'm gonna do Polino. He's too. I mean, we can honestly do almost any of these guys. I was just looking for Felipe Luis. Just showing that I can almost find anybody, but actually this might even be better. Let's go ahead and do the min price up there a little bit too. So Son, they've been doing Son. Let's just do a Hector Herrera. So we got under Herrera. Let me do that min price down. Let's see what he's selling for right now. So I see it had been 17, something about 17. Let's try 15. So 14.5. It's been selling for under a minute, so let's try to do 14. Nope. So basically what you want to do is kind of search until you get basically want to search until you see under 13. Wow, they're actually cheaper than whoop. Man, how cheap is this guy? Looks like we found too cheap of a player. Yeah, let's look for a better player. Let's search for men. Yeah, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just again, I'm just looking for anybody that's over 13,000, and here let's try Felipe Luis. How to spell his name? Why does he not pop up? There it is. Alright. Let's see how much he is actually worth so far. So this is a good price. It looks like 17,250 is what he's selling for. That's probably what we're going to try to flip him for. You could probably pull out 17.5. That's if you want to wait a little bit more time. Looks like he's selling about every 15 minutes for 17,250. So that's what we're going to go ahead and price. And so what we're going to look at is pull out your calculator and type 17. Was it 250? Yeah, 17,250 times 0.05. That'll give you 862. So we'll take that 17,250 and we'll subtract that from 862.5, and we have 1,600 or 16,400 coins. So that is that's kind of the values that you want to look through. And so now we want to sell for a minimum of 16.5. So, or we want to buy for a minimum of 16.5. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and price point that right there, and we'll do this maximum at as high as we can go, and then boom, we'll find one 16.5, and we can buy both of those and then we can flip them. But I'd rather try to start lower than 16.5, that way we can make more than, so if we sell it for, if we buy it for 16.5, so we'd be making 112 coins a profit right there for 16.5, but we instantly get 250 more if we buy for 16.50. So what we'll do is we'll just keep on trying, and this is actually a pretty good way to price fix your point, is having the max price at 15 million, because then you can then we can just kind of bounce through it instead of having to change the bid price, which he is not budging for me, so we may try to find another player. But you can do this for almost any player that's worth over about 10k. That's probably the most effective way of doing it. The more coins you get, the higher price point you can do. Probably the easier it could be. So we found a couple like right at the beginning, but I didn't bid on them just because I want more profit, and just kind of popping this video up. But yeah, this is my first time doing it, so I could have a few things that I'm not doing right, but from what I've been watching, this is how to do it. It's pretty simple, but it's kind of a grind, and you just kind of have to hammer through it until you get someone that is. So that's kind of the point. But why does it keep on backing me out? So I'm just bouncing through trying to get him to sell. So yeah, see, actually the price is actually, looks like it's increased a little bit. 17. Nope. 17.5. Is a little, hasn't. 17.250. Yeah, about 15 minutes. So. 16.75, 16.50. Oop, there's one. So yeah, so we just bought one for 16,000, and now we're gonna sell him. See, it's all luck. It's just pure luck. Sometimes I back myself out of the game and pop in. Buy him for 1,600. We're gonna sell him for 17.50. Now, or 17,250. So I will show you the calculation again. So what you want to do is you take the price point that you sold for, so it's just 17,250, and you multiply that by 5%, and that's 862.5. Sorry, yeah, 17,250 is the value that's kind of blocked out there, but 862. So you take 17,250 and you subtract that from the value that you're given, and so this is how much we were trying to buy under. So so I set price pointed to 16.5, just knowing that I'm not going to buy for 16.5, but I would probably want to price set to 16,250 because you don't want to wait when you're sniping. It's as fast as it comes. There's so many people doing this right now, so it's luck of the game. It's luck of the draw, or as quick as the draw. So you want to do that, and then you want to subtract from what you bought for. So we bought for so we take that value minus the value that we purchased, which was 16,000, and so that's how much profit we're going to make off that. We're going to make about 400 coins. Now, the way that the big boys do it is they buy like Meizu Ozil. Let's say he's selling for 40k, off the chart, or just buy now is just 40k. So you're going to be buying it for 40k. If that's so, what's going to happen is you're going to have, and let's say we buy for 30k, which is a possibility. Some idiot out there may not do a buy now or a check the price, and so what happens is they send it out for 30k, and so you check 5%, and then you make about 8,000 off of them. And so the more coins you can get, the higher the threshold you can get. Now, even when you get up to once you start getting up to about 500 to a million coins, you can buy a Neymar for let's say 550, but he's selling for 700. That's 150 coins outside of the 5% tax drawn that you sell for 750. So it's just it's just sometimes luck of the draw when you get them. But yeah, that's I think pretty much how you do it. I don't know if that helps at all, but let's just, I will show you that you can do it for almost any player. So let's just go back into it, and I'll step through this again. So you take your buy minimum price, set it for over I'd say let's do it even more expensive because I've got 28k. So let's do 20,000. So you have over 20,000. So Thiago's selling. Thiago's actually probably a pretty good one. Now, almost any of these guys we can probably get for really cheap. I'd say most idiots are that sell probably, or even the better stats. So or better stats, or like even the best or the worst. So Thiago's slow, but he has really great dribble. So you could probably buy him for a lot less, but he's a little more expensive than what I've got in my coins, just for pure sake. But Sane, let's look at Sane and see what he's selling for. I bet you he's a lot cheaper than that. Where is Sane? Leroy Sane. Why does it do that? Alright, so again, this is my first time doing this, but I'm pretty sure I've already picked up the tactic on how to do this. let's see here. Why does it keep backing me out? Alright. So we are at 28. So there's sell points at 28 250 or about, so 28 250 is it's gonna take about 30 minutes for it to sell. I suggest not selling at that and going down to 28,000 because then you can flip your profits faster. Given that it's going to take about 10 minutes instead of 30. So I mean, if the 250 coins is what you're looking for, then go ahead and do that. So let's look at 28,000. So what you want to do before you so after you find your player, and so it's about 10 minutes, that's a pretty good time. You want to take your calculator out again, and so 28,000 is what we'd be selling for, so we have to multiply that by the 5% calculator. So 1,400 is the price reduction from our sales tax. So if you take 2,800 minus 1,400, you're going to get 26,600. So that's what we're going to try to buy for. We're going to try to buy for anything under 26.5. So you go down to your bid now and lower that down. Then you go to 26.5 and alright, I think we're good to go. Now it's just about sheer volume and this. What was it? Yes, yeah, I would have made 100 coins if I got that one, but just by the sheer sake, I'm not gonna buy them because I don't have a whole ton of coins in there. But you don't want to hesitate. That guy probably was grabbed even before I was even able to buy him. But yeah, you just don't want to hesitate. But that's pretty much how you do it. I mean, if I sold my Mohamed Salah, I could probably do this for a little bit longer. But I'm gonna try to buy one, and by the time yeah, see, there we go. But yeah. Yeah. Just about sheer reps. It's the same player. Why is that happening? Sometimes the game kind of glitches out, so you have you know, just random errors, because then again, you know, it is a video game. But 25, I'm not trying to buy for 25. Like, I can only make 100 coins. I can make more off of selling left backs for that. Let's see here. Which I have, you know, different strategies for different methods for different amount of coins. If you guys want a video on even cheaper prices, just feel free to comment, like, or subscribe, and just hit me up. I can do videos on that. Alright, see, there we go. We got 26,000. So I almost bought one for 26.5. Then I will have lost that 500 coins. It's going to take the same amount of time to sell it. So now we go down here to 27.5. So what was I buying it for? 27,250. That's I'm pretty sure that's what they're selling for. And again, it's about, you don't want it to go all the way down. You don't want cheap. You don't want to sell for the cheapest, but you don't want to sell for the most, because then it's just you're not gonna have sheer volume. But I'd say 27,250 is probably pretty solid. So let's go ahead and sell that, and then by the time, then how much time is left on the? Let's see here. I've got. Okay, Felipe Luis has been selling for about 51 minutes. Now let's go check on him. Why does he now show up? Or wait, how much did we sell it for? Oh, whoop, there it is. Sonny is already sold. And that just made us, so we bought it for 26 and sold it for, so we minus 26,000. We walked out with 600 coins there within, what, a minute, 2 minutes? I mean, not bad. And the more coins you have, so I'd say if you want to start doing this, you can start at any time. Just depends on the type of player. I just showed you guys how to find the right players, and I showed you how to do it. So it's just about, you know, sheer repetition. But yeah, alright guys, thanks for watching. Oh shit. Forgot to back out.